Pronounce. You don't listen to me.
6 men bringing you back.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan people, hope everybody okay, hope everybody alright. God is bigger than your past, your pain, your anger, your fear, your scars. If you have a problem, God has an answer. Seek Him and you will find it. When God is your source, you will never run out of anything good. I'm breathing, I'm healthy, I'm truly blessed. I am grateful for this day. Somebody can listen back that over and repeat it for themselves. Big up everybody who live to see it another morning. Every day above ground is a blessing. How awesome it is to be amongst the living and not amongst the dead. People, whole heap of thing are going on the news. The news rampack like them long time sardine thing. Yes, people, let me tell you what go on. The police them go around the Waterhouse, got clots and shot off for some criminal. Yes, I mean the police them throw them in the ratty van. You don't worry yourself, people. Me see one little stabbing incident go on. Man get stabbed up and dead. And then kill Soupie, you know? And then kill Soupie. But on the right there, so me I go start the news this morning. Let me tell you something. If me not sure about nothing, I am sure about this. Every household in Jamaica supposed to know one brown barrel. Yes. Every household in Jamaica. Worse when they don't take out the little foreign goods them out tight. I want to put it out the door. Rain wet it and sun come and burn it and it just lean up. Look for this a little half dead junk here. You know see it look like one barrel. Hope so when all people them dead she nobody come back and she tell criminals say them have money. She see them one. Here wagwan pa wagwan now. Detective assigned to the Counterterrorism and Organization Crime Investigation branch CTOC charged Kingston woman with extortion and creating public mischief on Tuesday, July 5th. She is, yes, the little half-dead barrel. See that? Half-dead drunker. 27-year-old Shameka Miller, a customer service representative of Phase 1 Seaview Garden, Kingston 11. Report that about 4:45 p.m. on Monday, July 4th, Miller falsely conspired with her accomplice by stating that she was kidnapped while demanding money from her family members for her release. It is further stated that she sent her family members a video footage with a gun pointed at her head. People, me not tell the lie, me like her family. When her demands were not met, she reported that she was released on Spanish Town Road, Kingston 11. An investigation was launched and it was theorized that the allegations were false. She was arrested and interviewed in the presence of her attorney after she was charged. Her court date is being finalized. Funeral, we should not plan for this a little drunk crier. Funeral, you understand? St. Thomas man charged with wounding with intent. Police attached to St. Thomas Division has arrested and charged a man with wounding with intent following an incident which occurred on Saturday, July 2nd. Charge is 42-year-old Troy Drisdale, a mason of Middleton in St. Thomas. Report from lawmen that at about 1:50 a.m. Drisdale was in an argument with another member of the community. The accused man then attacked the complainant and stabbed him several times with a knife. But hold on now, people. Look how the people in the community began fourfold to him, man. The accused man then attacked the irate community members. The police were summoned and both men were assisted to the hospital where they were treated and the accused man subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. I can tell you something. How very should I look for bury this boy here? Me, I'll be honest with you now. Police charged St. James man following siege of firearm and ammo. Yes, people, me have him name. Me just not get no picture of him yet. Lawman assigned to the St. James Police Division arrest and charge 32-year-old Odale Reed of Gutters in St. James with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition following an incident in his community on Saturday, July 2nd. Report reaching our news team at about 12 p.m. Lawmen acting on information search a premises and during the search, a bag was found containing a pistol with the make and serial number erased. 28 5.56 rounds of ammo were found in another section of the yard. Reed was taken into custody where he was charged after a question and answer session. Police now waste time. Police now waste time. So boy, you should have get buried. And speaking of bury, people tap on and look on the screen. And nobody asks if Egyptian that sit down on real. No. Wait, me I go tell you now who. As me say, me gone up a papi and me see man lie down on the ground up there. I mean, I wonder how. You understand when me look? Now the people them favorite taxi man Jeremy. The man then tell him up kill him. So Jeremy dead, people. Jeremy dead, dead, dead. So all who that go wait for Jeremy taxi this morning, nobody wait. You understand? Jeremy dead. Watch me come over the news though, right? A man in the road, me gone car. The people them say them see man pan bike just come and go so boom, 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 boom. And fire so holy passion and kill Soupie. And Soupie dead with her bam bam in her mouth. Yes, people. Soupie dead with her bam bam in her mouth. I mean, every picture can show you. Circle ends, who no see it yet. Come look on it. Okay? Hold on. Remember me tell you the police them girl that Waterhouse got clots and shot. Here we are going now. 3 men were shot and injured in an alleged confrontation with members of the security forces in Waterhouse, St. Andrew, Wednesday evening. Yeah, people. I remember look up his clippings can show no. Police lift up boy a dashboard of van back. I carry them go hospital, but I tell the people like KPH do the right thing. Do the right thing. Pull the plug. You understand? The police said 2 firearms were recovered from the scene. Head of the St. Andrews South Police Division Senior Superintendent Kirk Rickett said the team was attacked by armed men during a routine patrol in Gullybank area of West Bay Farm Road. Don't worry yourself, people. Don't worry yourself. Me believe in the staff members at the hospital. Whichever hospital them go, me believe in them. You understand? Make it be. Make it be them pronounced. Remember on the soon on the bed space, don't have that, you know. Remember good. Come see, health minister them come out and say the thing finally reach. You understand? The monkeypox something, it finally reach. If it everywhere, it have to reach a Jamaica. I just saw the thing said. So the monkeypox thing reach. I hold on. Mr. Commissioner Lane Mount and in friend them come out and chat one whole heap of nonsense. Lie them and tell the people them everything going up, nothing not going down. People, me and uno see that for yourself. So how them feel like so them can come trick boy ya. Anyway, him there right around there, so uno don't have to listen, nothing them have to say. Okay?
On the matter of crime and violence, since our last press briefing, we have managed to reduce the gap in murders from an increase of 6.3%, as was reported then, to 1.9% as at the end of June. This represents a 4.4% reduction in murders over that period. Gang conflicts account for 74% of these murders. Interpersonal conflicts account for 14%, while 6% occurred in furtherance of criminal acts. Mob killings accounted for 1% and 5% are still being determined. Additionally, shootings are down by 9%, rape is down by 13%, robberies are up by 7%, and break-ins are up by 4%. Overall, major crimes are down by 1%. We had anticipated an even greater decline in murders and shootings as our operational and investigative initiatives took effect. However, this was impacted by the increased gang conflicts in St. Catherine during the month and the murder of the mother and 4 children in Clarendon on the 21st of June. As it relates to the Clarendon murders, the suspect was held within the first 24 hours, which is what really as a result of good police work and public support. However, no amount of good police work and public support can diminish the tragic nature of the event. This incident is an extreme example of what has been raised previously in respect of interpersonal conflict. This is why it's important that when conflicts are observed within communities, the police are notified so that we can intervene before it becomes a crime. The gang conflicts in St. Catherine in early June accounted for 21 murders and 9 shootings. Subsequent to the declaration of the state of public emergency on June 17th, there was a reduction of 81% in murders and 56% in shootings in St. Catherine during the second half of the month. Over the 14-day period, 66 persons were charged, 28 of which were for serious crimes, including murder, shooting, and sexual offenses, while 6 persons were charged with breaches of the Law Reform Fraudulent Transactions Act, or lottery scamming. 5 wanted persons were taken into custody, 3 of whom were charged for sexual-related offenses, and 2 for murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. 2 major players involved in the gang conflicts in both St. Catherine North and South Divisions were also arrested and charged with murder, shooting, and illegal possession of firearms. 7 illegal guns were also seized, and on June the 12th, a 14-year-old girl who was reported missing was identified by an officer at a checkpoint in the company of an adult male who has since been charged with rape and having sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16. Just yesterday, 2 men, both 19-year-olds, who were taken into custody during the state of public emergency as persons of interest in the double murder of Corporal Delwyn Jackson and Kenroy Chandler on August 18, 2021, were charged with murder. Lottery scamming continues to be a significant area of focus. It is one of the major sources of funding for gangs and the criminal underworld, and is increasingly the driver of murder and other violent crimes. We continue to work with the wider law enforcement community to put cases before the courts, not just here in Jamaica, but also in other jurisdictions. Later this week, 5 persons will be extradited to the United States of America for lottery scamming related offenses and other serious crimes. Just over a week ago, several persons were taken into custody for breaches of the Law Reform Fraudulent Transactions Act following a major police military operation led by the Lottery Scam Task Force in St. Anne. Among those taken into custody was a 16-year-old, and 5 high-end motor vehicles were seized. Lottery scamming investigations will continue to be a significant area of collaboration between law enforcement entities locally and overseas, as the proceeds of scamming are used to purchase illegal guns, pay contract killers, and sustain the operations of gangs. The involvement of young people is becoming a growing trend, and we urge parents, guardians, and teachers to be vigilant and report these activities to the police. We have seen the associated violence result in the death of family members and friends, so this is not a violence-less crime. It has had growing amounts of violence associated with it. Last month, we highlighted the fact that Western Jamaica, in particular Area 1, which covers the parishes of St. James, Westmoreland, Trelawney, and Hanover, has been a significant driver of the country's violent crime statistics. Since the implementation of our various operational initiatives across the area and the addition of the area operational support team that was being trained at the time of the last press briefing, we are seeing some improvement. Just this morning, the operational support team, along with members of the JDF and the Caribbean Search Center, seized 3 high-powered weapons: 1 Intratech submachine gun, 1 AK-47 assault rifle, and 1 M16 assault rifle. Additionally, the area recorded its lowest number of murders since the beginning of the year in June. There were 24 murders recorded compared to 40 in May, a decline of 40%. Area 4, which covers the corporate area divisions, which have often been the main source of violence, continue to be tracking below last year. For the period under review, murder was down by 33% and shootings were also down by 33%. This represents 91 fewer people being murdered and 87 fewer shooting incidents in the corporate area. In the first half of 2022, the constabulary, along with the JDF and other law enforcement partners, seized 392 firearms. This is an increase of 7% over the first half of 2021 and represents the largest haul of weapons in the first half of each of the last 5 years. When we examine the weapons seized, there has been a 60% increase in the seizure of high-powered rifles, a 7% increase in pistols, and an 11% increase in shotguns. We will continue to use all the tools available to us to seize illegal guns, pursue the gangs, and go after the money used to fund them. While we carry out our duties, I want to remind the public to continue to support us by saying something if you see or hear something. You can do so by contacting Crime Stop at 311, our tip line at 811 or police emergency at 119.